Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about July. July is going to have 5 weeks in it, so we'll have the 5 columns and the 3 rows as per usual. I want to welcome the one and the all of you, kings, McQueens, in-betweens. Everybody is welcome here. And if you're new to my channel, I like to give you an idea of what's coming up for next week so you have a better idea and can make better decisions. That's kind of what I do here. But of course, this week we're doing the overview. So we'll have the overview before we have the weekly reading. All right. So hang in there till the end and we'll get there. All right. Excellent. Or you can just fast forward, right? I haven't figured out chapters yet. So here we go. Let us go ahead and do a couple things first. A little maintenance. We're going to light a candle for some good juju right now, because I like to have good energy, and sometimes a candle is a lovely point of focus, I think, when you're doing spiritual work. This one isn't any special flavor or color or anything right now, but I wanted to share it anyway, so there you go. So now we're going to go ahead and get some of our guiding cards for the month, all right? Here we have a message from one of our special oracles. You can get the name of the oracle down in the comments, or in the, not in the comments, but in the description, of course. But we're picking a card for you. These are all pre-programmed for you, Capricorn. So let's go. One of your guiding messages was that it was important for you to, your personal message from my guides and angels is that it's important for you to keep things simple, right? You want to keep everything simple, keep everything on the, not too complicated, right? If anything feels complicated, simplify, simplify, simplify. Break it down to its basic parts and approach it differently, right? All right, Capricorn, we're going to pull a stone for you. This is a stone deck. And I want this one. So yeah, that is the essence of your first message, and the group message for all 12 signs is that we are going to be wanting to breathe. All right, all 12 signs need to breathe, take in a breath, and work on integrating all of the stuff we've picked up in the last couple of months. You know, it's been real busy. April and May have been super busy, and June, of course. We've been getting information and trying, like, okay, that's really cool information. You set it off to one side, like, okay, cool, I'll deal with that later. It's later. So July is a month of later. Everything is going along swimmingly, but you need to begin to integrate the information and make it work for you, all right? So that's it. You do you. How this works for you is, you know, you're going to take what resonates and you're going to leave the rest, all right? But let's look at these cards. Dreams. Believe in your dreams. So whatever you're dreaming up, Capricorn, you can have it. All you got to do is approach it from a step-by-step plan. Come up with a vision for yourself, sure. And that step-by-step plan is you are a very earth-based sign anyway. So you're going to do it on a very tactile basis. You're going to make a list and check it twice and do some Googling and come up with a very actualized plan. And it's going to help you move forward one thing at a time. And I think that you probably have a lot of different things you have been working on over the different months, maybe different parts of the plan, and now you have little packages of information that you need to start marrying them together, braid them together, make them into the whole picture of what you really want to do. Okay? It's going to be great. I think that your dreams are going to be very easy to realize, and you will be taken care of. All right, so good job. We're going to go ahead and set that one down right here, and let's look at your stone for the month. Ooh, you got lepidolite. Lepidolite is a really wonderful, lovely, soft, it's funny because lepidolite is a purple stone, and your brain goes, oh, it's definitely a 6th chakra stone, and yet it's actually a higher heart stone. It's very cool to me that this stone, it really represents the softness and the kindness and the joy in your heart, right? It's really full of love and softness. You know, if you're feeling a little out of sorts, maybe a little harsh in some ways, this is a good stone to carry in your pocket, especially if you're approaching your loved ones and you don't want to be that way. Throw some lepidolite in your pocket and you are going to be calmed right down. And it doesn't mean that you're stopping yourself from having who you are in there. It means that you're just taking the edges off, all right? You can probably find new words that are less intense to approach your people and then work your way through, all right? So, keeping that in mind, we're going to go ahead and get into this month-long overview, all right? So, this pre-programmed deck, the Spiritsong Tarot, we will go ahead and lay out the 5 columns. Oh, freak. There's a mouse. You know, my cat brought me a freaking mouse this morning. Let it go, and it ran away because it wasn't a dead mouse. So, for shizzle, in my bedroom, no less. Ay, ay, ay. My goodness. Things to think about. Yeeks. I have a mouse loose in my house. I'm pretty sure he got him from the basement. Wonderful. Should have left him in the basement, or at least bring him to me, and bring him to me dispatched, as we say. All right, yes, of course, into the light and all that spiritual stuff, but come on now. Ay, ay, ay. So, we have the first row, of course, is where we are. The second row is going to be what's blocking you. And the third row is your solution for each of the 5 weeks of the month of July. All right, very cool. I'm going to go ahead and set that there. Nice. Now, let's go ahead and look at this first week. This is June 30th through July 6th. Of course, be aware that we're going to go in depth on this week at the end of this video, so I won't maybe spend as much time on these cards, but then we'll go into these. All right, perfect. Let's look at what's happening. So the first week of July, we have the Ace of Swords. This deck has feathers represent swords, shells represent cups, crystals represent pentacles, and acorns represent wands. So that is what this deck does, and it's gorgeous and beautiful. But I just convert. I'm a converter. I like to convert to what I'm used to, and that's what I do. So I'm just going to be converting the Ace of Feathers to Ace of Swords. And yes, you are going to be given the gift of responsibility or power in this next week. During this week of June 30th through the 6th, be aware of it. It's going to be helpful, I think, for you to be in control of that situation. I don't think you're going to be mad about it. It doesn't feel like something where you're upset. Hey, it's your very own symbol there, you know. The goat. The goat is there. So yeah, I think you're going to be doing quite well with this. This is going to be a helpful situation for you to be in charge of. Good luck. And of course, the area where you're blocked is fairness. Justice is here saying that you're going to want to keep things fair as best you can. It's not going to be an easy project. Even as you step into being in charge of the situation, trying to be fair is a good idea. However, I don't think it's going to work out for you very well. It may be that just the way it is it's not possible for you to do any major changes that help with that, you know. Don't be alarmed about it. I don't think it's going to help you to be alarmed about it. We have the King of Swords here, showing that, stepping into your power, being the guy who has the power, or somebody else with male energy who has power will be part of your solution in the situation. It might be an intermediary, maybe you taking power and going, okay, yeah, I can handle the situation, and I'm going to delegate it to somebody else who has power also. But yeah, it may not be fair to so-and-so, but the fact remains, you know what? It's never going to be completely fair. If somebody just picks up this problem and plops it in your lap, you're like, okay, well, I'm going to deal with this the best way I know how. But the reality that in doing this, it may not involve you. And so whoever it is who's giving you this stuff, this problem, this responsibility, is not necessarily going to be taken into consideration as much as they want to, because they were too busy dumping it off. So just sort of be aware of that and know that they might get a little butt hurt, all right? And you're going to try, but it's not necessarily going to go very well, all right? Fun. Way to start the month, right? So the 7th of July through the 13th, we have the 8 of Swords. My goodness, feeling a little stuck this particular week. Now you've put everything in place, and now you're feeling like, oh shit, now I have to figure out how to zhuzh this situation that I created last week to better suit a situation, and you want to find a better solution, but you're you're trying really hard to find a new solution, all right? That's the thing, you're looking at it. You want to look at it from everybody's point of view and see if you can't find small changes that will take care of you, but also maybe keep the other person in mind a little bit, all right? It's not going to be easy for you to keep your finances square and solid right now, so you may be losing a little money this week. Don't be alarmed, Capricorn. You always seem to land on your 2 feet, okay? So just be aware that that is something that is happening. You may have to make some balloon payments on a loan or something, or eventually you may have to actually pay out some money to make things work out here, you know? And of course we have the 5 feathers right here, taking your power back. Once you've done your payout, you will in fact be somehow have gotten yourself back into a place of being in charge. Don't micromanage the situation, okay? You can delegate the situation, say, okay, I need you to do this and I need you to do that, and that's cool. Just let it go after that. Don't overstep and continue to tell people, oh, you really need to do this other thing, and like tell them exactly how to do it. You don't have to do all that, okay? So keep your hands off of it and you'll stay in power. If you keep touching it, it will get problematic, okay? And we don't want that. Perfect. Now then, we have the next week over. We have the 14th through the 20th. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Awesome. You have enough money to take care of yourself this week and a little bit extra. So excellent. Don't spend it all in one place. Lord knows you're working on reestablishing some of your foundation, but I think it's fine. Your foundation is fine financially, and you're doing okay. Good job. You did a good thing. Everything is okay. Don't be alarmed. Now then, the area where you're blocked this week is going to be fighting for your power. Interesting that from one week to the next, you are in power and then you're out of power. And this is probably just a different area of your life, not the same area that you've been working on for the last 2 weeks. This will be a different area where you're like, okay, now I need to step up and pay more attention to this situation because I've kind of blown it off. And oh no, I need to step up. I need to say something. And you're fighting about it isn't really going to help anymore, okay? So because you were focused over here for 2 weeks, something else took place elsewhere, and you're going to just have to step in and deal with what's there. You can't fight for being in control of that situation. You're just going to have to follow along with what's already started, okay? Now, this has something to do with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles will be your solution in this situation. This is going to be the money lady who's probably going to be saying, hey, we found a better deal here over here, and so that's who we're going with for this subcontracting of da-da-da-da-da. So there you go. We're going to do this. It was a better deal for us. Queen of Pentacles loves a bargain. So she's going to be doing what she wants to do. You can't step in and say, well, you went with the wrong company. She's not going to care. She did her due diligence and came up with her own answer. You weren't there, or you weren't paying attention long enough to have some say-so. And that's what's going on. All right. Now, the 21st through the 27th, Capricorn, we have 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, we have possibility, persistence and new possibilities, but also we want you to look at ways to invest your money, talk to somebody about how your money is doing, right? You want to talk to your financial advisor, make sure your money is working harder than you are. And, you know, if it's not working as hard as you are, then we've got a problem. So we want you to make sure you've talked to your advisor, and whatever's going on there, you should definitely talk to them and see what's happening, okay? Next, the area where you're blocked this week is the King of Wands, okay? So this down-to-earth, easygoing person is going to stand up and step in your way and go, nope. He's going to say no about something. I'm not sure, maybe it's how you want to handle your investments, but he's going to have an opinion about that, and he's going to say so, all right? He might have a different idea about what you're thinking and want to be aware of that stuff, okay? So be aware that other people are going to have opinions, and you need to be on point, okay? This here is the Death card as your solution. It comes in the form of a transformation with this wonderful cicada. And yeah, they definitely do some transformation, don't they? It's all about letting go of something so that you can grow through the situation. It doesn't surprise me that while you're looking at your money, someone comes along and tells you, no, you can't do what you want to do. And you go, look, wait a minute. Maybe I'll have to sell a property or buy a property or do something that's releasing something, right? Physical stuff, a way of thinking, maybe a job that needs to go, or even a relationship that needs to go so that you can grow, okay? That's what the Death card is all about. And we want you to know that even as you're working through this situation, it's all about your finances. So this could be a job that needs to change, or it could be that you're taking some of your investments and liquidating them or doing something else with them so you're better prepared for what's coming up in the future, all right? It'll all be planned out. If somebody else isn't going to be on board with what you're deciding, don't be mad. Just realize not everyone's going to agree with you. And be prepared with a convincing argument as to why your idea is the best, okay? Cool. Now, this card here is talking about the week of July 28th through August 3rd. We have the High Priestess. Your intuition is going to be super hot right now. So whatever your gut is telling you is going on this week, listen, okay? Oh man, this guy's giving me the willies. Well, stay away from him. Get away from anyone who gives you the willies. If you get the willies over maybe somebody else you're working with or hanging out with, yeah, you need to make some distance. Whatever you're thinking, you get the weirdest sensation in the back of your head that something ain't right about somebody. You're right. There's something wrong. Get away from them. You need to make some distance from that person, okay? Trust your intuition. Don't let it fester and become a problem, okay? Whatever's going on, you need to take care of you and make sure that you're okay, all right? That's it. The Five of Wands. This is the Five of Wands showing me that you are not going to be in a position, it's where you're blocked this week, you're not going to be able to rally the troops to your ideas. So even as you get a bad feeling about so-and-so, you can talk till your ears are blue, and the fact is, nobody's going to hear you. Nobody's going to listen to you. They're not going to want to hear what you have to say. You're like, okay, that's interesting. I know, it sucks when nobody hears you when you're saying, but, and they're like, no. You're like, okay, I'm gonna be over here with my own ideas and like that, right? Your solution in this situation is just to get back to work. This is the Eight of Pentacles. We want you to just get back to work. Go get your hands busy, make your money, do your thing. You're on point, but you're not going to be able to make any big changes about this, okay? You're not going to be able to rally anyone over to what you were thinking. So you're just going to let it go, all right? Let it go, do your work, and stay out of that person's way, okay? That's good news. I'm going to go ahead and save these cards over here, along with the rest, so that we can go immediately in depth on that first week, because that's what we do here, all right? So let's go on ahead and see what's happening. All right. So we have these three cards from the overview video, which we just did. So we're talking about June 30th through July 6th. This is a section of the Alleyman's Tarot that we're going to go, that's been pre-programmed for you and ready to go for this particular week. Let's go ahead and get these out. Alrighty then. So this is a fun deck. It has lots and lots of interesting things going on. It has multiple death cards. It has multiple other cards. There's lots of cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what we have here. Okay. The Ace of Feathers. We were talking about the Ace of Swords. Yes, indeed. You are being gifted with responsibility and you're taking it. Okay, cool. I'm taking it. It feels good. Interestingly, this is going to have something to do with, this is the moon card, but it shows the moon picking up the little baby. So there might be something to do with kids or children, something else. This will have something to do with your dreams and goals as well. Or this gift of responsibility will have to be figured into or given space within your current dreams and goals, right? So if you haven't considered the idea that, I mean, for some of my Capricorn, they'll be like, somebody's suddenly going to be handing their kids over to you or something, and you'll be like, oh, damn, this is a lot of responsibility, and I'm not a parent, and I've never been a parent, and what am I doing here? It's like a freaking movie, right? But you're actually going to be regrouping your goals to accommodate this new influx, okay? So consider your dreams and goals and figure out where you want to go now that you have this new responsibility that is going to change your dreams and goals, okay? So it's a big deal. This is a big deal, right? Now, know that you have all the dreams, all the tools at your disposal. This is Magician. You absolutely have all the tools that you need to make what you want happen. This is going to be great. I mean, you're going to just bob and weave and work your way through this situation without a problem at all. This is going to be awesome, okay? You are quite wonderful in the fact that you just take on whatever comes your way, work it into your life, and presto, here we are. We're going to regroup. Nobody's going to see you sweating. They're going to see you just sort of, oh, accommodations. Okay, there's a bed, da-da-da-da, there's food. All right, we're moving on. Here, okay, you're going to school, da-da-da. Or whatever it is. This could be something else. Someone handing you physical stuff that you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to go to the storage unit, da-da-da, put it in the barn, whatever. And make sure that it's safe and secure and everything's wonderful. Whatever this is that comes your way, it is going to change your trajectory, though. So don't be shocked if you're like suddenly going, huh, how do I accommodate this? Oh, okay. We're putting you in charge of the estate. All right, cool. What does the estate include? And now you have to look at take the inventory, figure out what it is, and go, okay, well, this is a lot. And it'll be more when it's all my responsibility complete and whole. But you're like, okay, now I got to worry about the grounds, I got to worry about security, I got to worry about this, I got to worry about that. How am I going to work this? Where should I live? Da, 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 da. All of these questions come up, and you're going to come up with answers. And it's going to seem very seamless and easy, okay? Very good. Well done. All right. Like I said, somehow, somewhere, someone's going to think that isn't fair. Oh, big shock. And you're going to have a hard time making it fair for somebody else, and that's just how it goes. Sometimes life isn't fair, and yet you're sitting there doing your best to accommodate something that just got plopped in your lap, and now they're coming back and saying, wait, it's not fair. You're like, what? And this here is one of the many death cards. This card here is saying that, yeah, so it's blocking you. There's something going on in the distance, something far off. You can't control something going on far off. And it looks like to be a burning building, you know? It's something is out of your control, far away. And yeah, while they're saying, but it's not fair, you're like, well, I can't get there from here. I can't fix that. It's not my area of expertise, fire and all that. So I can't fix the fact that it's burning down and I'm way over here. You can call 911 like normal, but I can't do anything from this place, okay? You're powerless in this moment to fix it. So, like I said, this is the area where you're blocked. You're even blocked from letting things fall together or releasing anything. You're just kind of like watching it. So this is an observation mode situation. You're like, okay, I see how you see it's not fair. Huh, interesting. The dark sun is here, showing me that at night you're not going to be able to see anything clearly, okay? So if you're looking at these situations and problems after work, you're not going to get very much information, okay? Interesting, we had the moon over here, right? This is a dark card, and this is a dark card. It's the dark sun, no less. But the reality that you're trying to work this out and see the unfairness and all this other stuff, you're like, there's There's nothing I can do. These are areas where you're blocked. You can't give anything up. You can't be new and fix things right here. And you can't balance it out right now. Certainly not during the night, okay? All night activities are going to be like sleep. And you've got other things on your table right here. You're doing all this responsibility stuff, handling your business, and taking care of it. And it looks like you'll be doing it all during the day, even though that's the moon card. This is just regrouping your ideas, right? And of course, then we come over here. Bum, bum, bum. Our solutions. Our solutions. There's a King of Swords, a fella who likes things a certain way, who's going to be stepping up into the picture and saying, well, this is the way this should go, and this is the way this should go, because he's very bossy that way. So I'm not sure how much you appreciate this guy's insight or how much you'll integrate what he has to say, but I think you'll let him talk, okay? I think you'll hear him out, and he'll have what he wants to say. We're talking about logic and justice coming from this guy. So his whole ball of wax is being super honest, open, and clear. And he looks at all of your stuff right here and goes, well, this, and this. And you're like, oh, interesting. So take the information in and see what you want to do with it. The death card here is shown up. There's another death card, yes. This one was blocked. That was blocking things happening end of noche, in the nighttime, okay? But this one's a daytime death card. It's saying, as you're reaping, you're going to be letting stuff go, right? You're not going to keep all of the harvest. You're going to let something go. You're going to use some money to pay for some stuff. You're going to give other people money to help offset something. You're going to release physical stuff. You might change your mind. Might change your mind about something and how you want to handle it. All right. Now you've taken in information, and now you have new perspective, and you're going to maybe make a new decision, and that's okay. It'll be smart. And then, of course, possible relationships could be changing, or even a job could be changing. So keeping this in mind, you need to know that your gut reaction, this is a High Priestess card, your gut reaction to the whole scenario is going to be on point, okay? One more time, it's a daytime card. I want you to see that these things happening in the light are all solutions, and anything happening at night seems to be a problem, okay? So let that be okay. Realize that whatever you're doing, you can have a regular sleep schedule and not play with your phone at night. Leave your phone in another room to charge at night, because whatever phone calls come in at 2 a.m. aren't going to be useful to you at all, okay? So, cool. Good for you, Capricorn. I like to see that there's solutions in this. It does look a little messy, and I'm sorry, but you know, the cards are the cards, and life really isn't intended to be a flatline experience, right? It has peaks and valleys, you know, peaks and valleys. And when we have peaks and valleys, we know we're alive, right? That's good. So I'm going to pull you some rocks so that you can definitely feel a little more support from the rock pile. Rock pile, I'm funny. So here we go. So we have black tourmaline, which is supporting your staying grounded, staying clear, staying very much so, working with things in a very tactile, practical way. Good job. We have green garnet. And green garnet is going to be a third chakra stone right here. It's speaking very much so about how you see things, but also your feelings and emotions are getting healed and clarified, so that whatever thoughts you may have had about a certain situation and certain people are getting healed because new information is coming to light. So that's good. I think that you're getting new information and it's coming to light, and it's healing prior understandings maybe that were telling you that it was all you did something wrong, blah, 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 self-deprecation, da, da, da. And that's kind of on the outs. You're coming to understand, oh, okay, it wasn't all me after all. There was something else, but it wasn't all me. Okay, cool. And blue lace agate is a throat stone for your 5th chakra, and it's helping you see and understand one more time that you are indeed going to be able to communicate everything you need to say very clearly and without malice or extra added, put a little zhuzh on that, right? You don't want to add a little extra kick when you don't need to. Remember, Lepidolite was here telling you to keep it calm, keep it calm. Don't let yourself get too pointy and spiky. I mean, Capricorn is a goat, and quite frankly, if you approach this situation from that point of view, coming at it with those horns and being a they butt people with their heads, don't they? They jam themselves up. I don't want you to do that if you can avoid it, you know. Confrontation is kind of key for you, but you don't need to be too confrontational right now, okay? Be clear with your words, and then take the edge off, right? Take the edge off of your words so that they're clear but not pokey, right? All right, so that's just my 2 cents on that. I'm going to go ahead and leave these stones right here because, you know, you don't have to carry them if you don't want to, Capricorn, but they're here for you if you need them, all right? If you want to carry something else, please comment below. I would love to know what you're carrying and how it's working for you. If you want to carry these for certain situations, let me know what's going on. Communicate with me. I love it. It's super exciting to me to see how things are working for you. All right. And of course, if you haven't liked and subscribed, by all means, please do so. I appreciate it so much. Share these videos with your friends. And don't forget that if you know your boss's sign, you can check in on your boss and see what kind of week they're going to have. And presto changeo, be better prepared for what he's got going on too. All right? Never hurts to be a little better prepared for yourself, but also for others. It's fun. Thank you so much. We'll talk next week about the 7th through the 13th. We'll see you then.